Okay, let's go to page 138 and start with number 1. Okay, we have y minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So with this situation, what you want to do is, since there's only one variable, you can solve already. So plus 2 on both sides. So you got y is greater than or equal to 2. So when you're ready to graph that, so you got x and the y axis. Okay, so y equal to 2 is right over here. And this is going to be a solid line. So draw the solid line over here. And the shading, this is going to be greater than, so greater than is on the top. Okay, so it'll be this region over here. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 3. And we have x plus 1 is less than 0. So again, you only have one variable, so you can go and solve. So you got x is less than negative 1. Okay, so for number 3, that's your x, that's your y. Okay, so x is less than negative 1. So negative 1 is over here. And it's going to be a dashed line. And it's less than, so it's going to be right on here. So that would be your graph. Okay. Okay, number 5. You have x is less than y. That's going to put in the slope-intercept form. So that's going to flip it over. So y, now notice this is arrow is pointing toward the x. So when you flip it over, you have to keep it that way. Okay. Okay, so again, you have to treat this as an equal. Okay. So number 5. That's your x-axis, y-axis. Okay, when you treat as equal, you want to use the slope-intercept form. So over here, there's no number, so that means it's 0. Right? This intercept is 0. The slope is 1. That means you go up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. Okay, so you're going to get this pattern. Okay. So again, you're going to get all these points. And this is going to be a dashed line. The slope equal to 1, so you're going to get a dashed line. Okay. Again, if you don't get that, think of these. Okay. Your mx plus b. Okay. So that's what that is. So the slope equal to 1. So you put 1 over 1. So you go up 1 over 1. So you're starting at 0, so you go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So you get all these points, right? Up 1 over 1. So that's your dashed line. Okay. So next thing is then you have to choose a testing point. Okay. So like this point over here, this point is the x is 0, y equal to 1, right? So notice y had to be greater than x. So this one, the y had to be greater than x. So that's true. So this point is true. So that means you will shade in right over here. Okay, again, y is greater than x. You can see that, right? Y is greater than x. So this point is true. Okay. Okay, next one, number 7. You have x is less than or equal to 2y. Okay, so again, let's go and put in one of the standard form. So one of the form we're going to use would be the slope-intercept form. So I can flip it over. 2y is greater than or equal to x. Right? The arrow is pointing toward the x, so that's how you keep track. Divide by 2. So y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x. Okay. Okay, so this is number 7. Okay, so in this case, the intercept is 0. So intercept is 0, so it means you start right over here. And the slope is up 1 over 2, right? Up 1 over 2. So you go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. So that's your pattern. So once you establish pattern, this is going to be a solid line. So make sure you keep track of your solid line dashed lines. Okay, then after that, choose a testing point. I'm going to choose the 1, 1. Right? 0, 0 is the best choice. but it's on the line, so you cannot do that. So you have to. So I'm going to use 1, 1. Okay. So if you put 1, 1 in here, you got. So put in here. So got 1, 1. So you got 1 is greater than or equal to 1/2 times 1. So that's true, right? So that's true. So that means this point is true. So that means this half is good, right? You share in the part that is true. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 9. You got x plus y is greater than 1. Okay. So this one you can use the intercept method. So if the x equal to 0, then y will equal to 1. But remember, you have to treat this as equal when you're doing the boundary line. So if you let y equal to 0, then x will equal to 1. Okay, so those are your 2 points. Okay, so let's go and graph this. Okay, so you got 0, 1. So 0, 1 is over here, and 1, 0 is over here. And then this is going to be a dashed line. Okay, and I'm going to choose 0, 0, 0 as my testing point. So put 0, 0 in here. I'm going to get 0 is greater than 1. Okay, right? 0, 0 is greater than 1. So this is no good. This is false. Okay, so that means this point is false. That means this side is good. Okay. Next one, number 11. Okay, you got 2x minus y is less than or equal to 2. So this is the standard form, so we can use the intercept method. So that x equal to 0, then y will equal to -2. Okay, then you let y equal to 0, then x has to be equal to 1, right? Because 2 times 1 give you 2, right? So again, those are your intercept points. So that's your x, that's your y. Okay, your intercept points are 0, -2. So 0, -2 is over here. Then you got 1, 0. Right? And it's going to be a solid line. Again, I'm trying to get more points to be more accurate. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm going to choose 0, 0 as my testing point. So put 0, 0 in here. I'm going to have 0 minus 0 is less than or equal to 2, so that's true. Okay, so that means this point is true. So the 0, 0 is true, means it's good. So that means your answer would be on this half. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 13. Okay, you got 3x plus 2y is less than 6. So again, let's go and use the intercept method. So that x equal to 0, then y will equal to 3, right? 2 times 3 give you 6. And that y equal to 0, so this would be a 2, right? 3 times 2 give you 6. So that's the intercept method. So number 13. Okay, so first point is 0, 3. So 0, 3 is right over here. And 1, 0. So 1, 0 is over here. And this would be a solid line. Okay. Okay, then again, I'm going to choose a 0, 0 as my testing point. So if I put 0, 0 in here, I get 0 is less than 6. So that's true. Okay, so this is true. So this point is true. That means your shading would be on this half. Okay. Okay. The pink is kind of hard to see, so I'm going to switch it to blue. Okay. There we go. Okay, number 15. Okay, number 15. Yeah, 3x is greater than or equal to 2 times y minus 1. Okay, so this one you have to kind of work it out first. So you got 3x is greater than or equal to 2y minus 2. And this one is kind of bad. Okay, so let's just go and move this over. So minus 2y minus 2y. So I get 3x minus 2y is greater than or equal to negative 2. Okay, so now let's go and get the intercept points. So if x equal to 0, then y will equal to 1. If y equal to 0, then x will be equal to negative 2 over 3. Right? Again, you just move the 3 over, right? Divide by 3. Okay, so it's not too bad. Okay, so let's go and get our points. Okay, so our first point is 0, 1. So 0, 1 is over here. And this is going to be a solid line, right? And negative 2/3. So negative 2/3, 0 over here. Okay, so you're going to get this. Okay, now I'm going to use 0, 0 as my testing point. So put 0, 0 in here. So put 0, 0 in here. You're going to get 0 minus 0 is, so you're going to get 0 minus 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2. So 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2. So that's true. So that's true. So this point is true. That means you have to shade in the bottom. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, next one is 17. You got y is greater than or equal to 1/3 times 2x plus 3. Okay, so first let's go and work these things out. So let's go and multiply everything out. So y is greater than or equal to 2/3 x plus 1. Okay, so it's not too bad. So that's your slope intercept one. Okay, so here your intercept is 1. So that means when x equal to 0, y equal to 1. So that's this point right over here. Okay? And then use a slope. So you have to go up 2, go over 3. So go up 2, go over 3. So go up 2, go over 3. So that's the pattern. So go up 2, go over 3. So more points you have, the more accurate your graph would be. Okay? Okay. And again, I'm going to use the 0, 0 as my testing point. So I put 0 in here. Okay, I'm going to get 0 is greater than or equal to 0 plus 1. So I get 0 is greater than or equal to 1. Okay? So 0 is greater than 1. This is false. Right? So that means this point is false. So that means I have to cut it in the part that is true. Again, this point is false, so it's no good. So you're cutting the other side. Okay? Okay, number 19. Okay, so now I start to get more complicated. So now you got 2. Okay, so you got y is less than or equal to 2, and you got y is greater than or equal to x. So this one, let's go and graph the harder one first. Okay, so I'm going to graph this one. Okay, so this one, so intercept is 0, right? Because it's plus 0, and slope is 1. So you go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, again, over here the slope equal to 1, which is equal to 1 over 1. That means you have to go up 1, go over 1. Okay? And so you're going to get this point, up 1 over 1. So this is the pattern. Okay, and it's going to be a solid line. Now you're going to do the testing point. So I'm going to use 0, 1 as my testing point. So if I go 0, right, yeah, watch your x and the y, so 0, 1, so that's true. So this point is true, so that means this part is good. Okay, so I get the top part. Okay, now I have to get this one here. Okay, y is less than or equal to 2. So here's a 2, and it's less than or equal to, so it's this one right over here. Now, so this one is this one here. Now it's less than, so that means it will be down here. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, less than or equal to 2. Okay. Then your final answer is the part that's shaded twice. So your answer would be the yellow and the pink. So that is this region right over here. Okay, so that's your final answer. Okay. Okay, next one, number 21. Okay, you have x plus y is greater than or equal to 0. And then you have x minus y is less than or equal to 0. For this one, if you choose 0, 0, you're going to only get 1 point. Okay? I'm going to put this on the side. Okay, so I get x minus y is less than or equal to 0. Since all these are 0, let's go ahead and make into the intercept form, the slope intercept form. So let's go and minus x on both sides. So y is greater than or equal to negative x. This one, I'm going to minus x on both sides. So I got negative y is less than or equal to negative x. And I'm going to divide by negative 1. So y would be greater than or equal to x. Okay? Okay, so let's go and sketch that. Okay, I'm going to do the first one. Okay, so the intercept is 0. Okay, so the intercept is 0, so start at 0. The slope is equal to negative 1. So equal to negative 1 over 1. That means you have to go down and go over. Okay? So start over here. So you go down 1 over 1. Okay? Go down over 1. So that's your pattern. And it's going to be a dashed line. Okay, now when you're doing the multiple inequality, make sure you do 1 completely. Okay? Then I'm going to do the testing point. I'm going to use 1, 1 as my testing point. So I got 1 is greater than negative 1. Okay? So that is true. Okay? So this side is true. So I'm going to get these over here. Okay? Now, once I'm done with this one, I'm going to do this one now. Okay? Again, the intercept is 0. So I'm going to start at 0. Okay? And the slope is 1. So again, over here, the slope equal to 1. So equal to 1 over 1. So in this case, you have to go up 1 over 1. So from here, you have to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So this one, you're going to get the pattern this way. And this is going to be a solid line. Okay? And again, I'm going to use testing point. I'm going to use the, this one, I cannot use 1, 1. I cannot use 0, 0. So I'm going to use the 0, 1 as my testing point. Okay? Again, you can use any point not on the line. So I'm going to use x equal to 0 and y equal to 1. So that is true. Okay, so this is true. So that means this side is true. So for the solid line, this side is true. Okay? So now my final answer is the part that gets shaded twice. So my final answer would be this region right over here. Okay? So that would be my final answer for number 21. Okay, let's go to 23. Okay, I have y is less than x plus 2, and I have 1 minus y is less than 0. So this one I'm going to just simplify this first. So minus 1 on both sides. I got negative 1, negative y is less than negative 1, divided by negative 1. So I got y is greater than or equal to 1. Remember, when you divide by negative, you have to change direction. Okay, so let's go and do that. So number 23. Okay, this one, the intercept is 2, so it's right over here. Slope is 1, so up 1 over 1, so that's your slope of 1, right? Okay, so you can up 1 over 1. So that is, and it's going to be a dashed line. Okay? And I'm going to put 0, 0 as my testing point, so I got 0 is less than 0 plus 2, so that is true. Okay, so 0, 0 is true, so that is down here. Okay? And then on this one, y is greater than 1, so y is greater than 1 is right over here, and it's dashed line. Okay, and it's greater than, so y is greater than, so greater than is on the top. Okay, and so your final answer is the part that had both colors, so your answer would be this region right over here. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 25. Okay, we have x minus y is less than or equal to 1, and y minus x is less than 1. Okay, so let's go and put this in the better form. So let's go and switch. So you got negative x plus y is less than or equal to 1, multiplied by negative 1 because you don't want to have a negative over there. So you got x minus y is greater than or equal to negative 1. Okay, so let's go and graph that. Okay, so over here, if you let x equal to 0, then y will equal to negative 1. If that y equal to 0, x will equal to 1. Okay, so let's go and do that. So 0, negative 1, and 1, 0, so it's over here, and it's going to be a solid line. Okay, and do the testing point, 0, 0, put 0, 0 in here, you're going to get 0 minus 0 is less than or equal to 1, so that's true. So I'm going to shade in this part, the part with a 0, okay? And then this one over here, so again, let x equal to 0, then y will equal to 1, let y equal to 0, x will equal to negative 1. Okay, so you got 0, 1 over here, negative 1, okay, so 0, 1, negative 1, 0, okay, and it's going to be a solid line. Okay, and to do the testing point, so 0, 0 is put 0 in here, you're going to get 0 minus 0 is greater than or equal to negative 1. So that's true. So this case, you're going to get these. Okay? So the part that gets shaded twice would be this little strip right in the middle, right over here. Okay? Okay, number 27. Okay, you got x plus 2y is less than 2. X minus 2y is greater than 2. Again, choose 0, so you're going to get 1. This one, if you let y equal to 0, you get 2. Okay, this one, you let x equal to 0, you get negative 1 for y. Let y equal to 0, you get 2. Okay. Again, I'm just going to do it very quick. Okay, so 0, 1 over here, 2, 0 over here, and this is going to be a dashed line, right? Okay, and again, do the 0, 0 at testing point, so 0 is less than 2, so that's true, so it's going to be right over here, okay? Now for this one here, so the point would be 0, negative 1, and 2, 0, okay? And so this is going to be a dashed line. And testing point is 0, 0, so you got 0 minus 0 is greater than 2, so that's false. So this point is false, so that means your line would be this way. So your final answer would be this region right over here. Okay? Okay, number 29. Okay, you got 3x plus 2y is less than or equal to 6. 2x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 6. So you can choose your point. So x equal to 0, you get 3. Right? Let y equal to 0, you get 2. Over here, do the same thing. So that x equal to 0, y will equal to 2. Let y equal to 0, then x will equal to 3. Okay? Okay, so 0, 3 is over here. 2, 0 is over here. And there's going to be a solid line. So draw the line. Okay? And your testing point, 0, 0, you put 0 in here. You get 0 less than equal to 6. So that's true. So that means you get this part right over here. Okay, now on this one, you get 0, 2. And you get 3, 0. And there's going to be a solid line. Okay, again, use your testing point. You got 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 6. So this is false. So that means you have to sheet this part over here. So your final answer would be this little region right over here. Okay.